America is about you. When we talk about life, liberty, and the pursuit of happiness, it's not about your neighbor or the farmers or the steelworkers or the greater good. It's about your happiness. This, again, completely revolutionary in morality and in the world. This is the conventional morality, right? Sacrifice is good. For who? For anyone. In fact, I have a few of these coins here right now. I don't know, you could probably spend these in less places than even the Venezuelan currency I was passing out, but these are Nazi coins from the Third Reich, available at capitalistpig.com. I'll just see me after the presentation, but it's really instructive about what the Nazis had on the side, on the coin, the side of each coin, the edge of each coin. I don't speak German, but I know what it translates to. The community comes before the individual. This was inscribed on the side of every Nazi coin, just the opposite of that Americanist idea that your life belongs to you. And that is the American individualist morality, that I'm not a sacrifice, I am my own man with the same rights as everyone else. Does it work? Look around. Look at the abundance that Americanism has created over the years. Americanism heralded this natural aristocracy like never before. And before America, it was all about what? The caste system. Where you came from, who your parents were, what color was your skin, were you part of this tribe or that tribe? America did away with all of that. And the net result has been, as we know, the most prosperous society in the history of the world. An amazing statistic here, this is from Pew. The person in the bottom 5% of America, the so-called 90, and it's not even 99%, they're really the low-income people in America are richer than 68% of the world's inhabitants. And it doesn't come out because the water here, is so different. It's the ideas. Bring us back to where we started. It's those individualistic ideas. In America, 56% of Americans would be considered high income on a world scale. So that's what this individualism has promoted and created. Tremendous wealth, tremendous abundance for all. And we have just a few examples here. Henry Ford, of course, changed transportation. Walt Disney changed entertainment. And we could go on, ad infinitum with the Americans who've transformed our lives in innumerable positive ways. Sam Walton, of course, from retail, and then more recently, I'm old enough to remember when Walmart was going to take over everything, and we needed to get government to get in there to do something about Walmart. Well, who came in across and saved us from Walmart was Jeff Bezos, right? Just when you thought Walmart was taking over everything, so much for its monopoly, Jeff Bezos. And I'd add one to those truly wealth-creating, values-producing Americans, and that is Ayn Rand. Ayn Rand is and was America's philosopher. Just a really quick background. She emigrated to this country in the 1920s. She spoke very little English, in fact, when she came here originally. And she was educated in Tsarist Russia. Fast forward 70 and 80 years, and Ayn Rand has become one of the most profoundly impactful and philosophically important authors of the modern era, and sold millions and millions of books, still to this day. She sells now more books now, and she's deceased 40 years after her death than she did when she was alive. So Rand came to America, and Rand, I should also point out, transformed philosophy, and I think transformed this country for the best. She came to America to be free to write, and what she immediately saw was that same collectivism that was taking root at the time in Europe was taking hold in America as well. And I'll point out, it's still taking hold in America to this day. We see this continual rise of socialism in America. Her response was textbook of Americanism. This was going to be her, basically every man's guide to understanding what the principles of the country were really about. And it was a series of questions to be published by a group called the Motion Picture